Good morning. Another week, and for me, it's another doggy. I don't know if you can see him. He's down there. Yep, and Friday's around again. So this will be my Friday sews, but I thought I'd start it again this week with another walk as I had the dog again. I've just come out while it's not too bad of weather because I've got a storm. Owen or something coming in this weekend. So I thought, right, I'll come out quick. I mean, it is very muddy, but at least it's not too windy yet. So yeah, since last week, what have I been up to? Well, I had the beagles last week for my friends, so they got picked up. We had a night at the theatre, which I'll show you what I made to wear to that when I get back. And yeah, it's been busy with work this week. So I have done a little bit of sewing. I have made my Bestie Bag. So not only has my friend got one now, but I've got one as well. So yeah, so I'll show you that as well when I get back. But yeah, we're just going to do our walk and then I'll do my hair and makeup and that, ready for a day of working again. So I'll just switch it around so you can just see where I am. Yeah, we're just walking down the lane by the sort of behind the village. It only leads to the farm building, so it's nice and quiet and ideal for exercising the dog. He's very good because he's off the lead, but he's so scared of everything he won't run away too far, which is good. Okay, I'll see you when I get back home. Okay, so I'm back in my sewing space. Sorry if you can hear the clip-clopping of the dog wandering around behind me. He's just getting himself comfortable now. He sees me sitting down to do something. So, as I was saying, last week we went to the theatre, so I decided on the Saturday morning that I'd like a new dress to wear out that evening. And as I'd had this velvet come from Minerva last week, I talked about it on my Friday Sews last week, saying that I'd ordered it thinking I'll make a nice cropped Drew sweatshirt with it. But when it came, I thought that seemed a shame to be using it just for a sweatshirt when it could be a dress or a tunic instead. And lots of comments on my Friday Sews, and some of my friends that saw the fabric and some of my customers that saw it said, oh no, you've definitely got to make a dress out of it. So I had to think on Saturday morning what I could make that was quite a simple make, quite streamlined, something that would show off the fabric. And while I was thinking about it, I remembered that in Vlogmas, Rachel on Stitched Up, she made a sequined dress that was a lovely shape, lovely fit, showed off the fabric, looked great on her. And she used the Tilly and the Buttons Coco. Now, I've had the Tilly and the Buttons Coco pattern probably from near enough when it came out. And I've used it a couple of times years ago to make t-shirts. I've never thought of making the dress myself because I don't normally go for the A-line shape. But I liked Rachel so much, I thought, oh, that would be great because it's a nice simple make. It's designed for knit fabric and I can make most of it on my overlocker. So that's what I did. So as I said, this is a velvet and it's got the printed gold design on it. It's not a very thick pile on the velvet, so you didn't have to worry too much about it creeping. But with the Tilly and the Buttons, you know, it is only the front, the back, sleeves. The neckline is edged with bias tape, sewn on the inside, and the bottom I machine hemmed. And yeah, I was really happy with it. I really liked it on. I'll put some photos of it on. So if you haven't seen the Tilly and the Buttons pattern before, as you can see, just simple A-line with a boat neck. Now, the boat neck, I don't like it too high, so I did scoop it out slightly, only by about an extra ½ inch, but it just made it sit just slightly lower. So it was really comfortable to wear. Great, because we went out for something to eat first, so at least nothing was too tight to be sitting around afterwards. So yes, the Tilly and the Buttons Coco, designed for knit fabrics, great for a beginner. It's a printed or a PDF pattern, and it now goes in UK sizes 6 to a 34, which is a 30 to a 60-inch bust. Sorry, I haven't got the centimetres one there, but yeah, a UK size 6 to 34. So yeah, I was really pleased with that, and I loved it on. I did feel quite dressy going to the theatre, but not too dressy. So yeah, that was great. So that was a success last week that I didn't expect to make, but I was really happy with it. The one thing I planned to do last week was a bestie bag for myself. If you watched last week's, you'll know that I made a bestie bag for a friend that was feeling a bit fed up at the time. So I really enjoyed making it and really wanted to get one for myself as well. The dilemma with hers was which strap to use, because I bought a stripy webbing and a leopard print webbing. I used the leopard print webbing on hers. So of course that meant I could make one with the stripe for myself. So yeah, it's made, it's ready. This again is this fabric, which I said last week I was recycling the skirt that was made out of this. It wasn't a suitable fabric for that shape skirt because it just stuck out. It's almost like a neoprene. But yeah, easy to sort of work with. I did have a problem on the other bestie bag where it was missing stitches on the top stitching, but I haven't had this problem with this one. I think it's because I used a thinner interfacing. I used sort of one that was a slight foamy one on the other one, and where it got caught in the seam line at places, it skipped stitches. So yeah, I did it with a slider so I can alter the strap. I did change a bit slightly. I missed off on this one. If you remember, if you watched last week's one, you'll remember I said I extended the length of the zip, so it was the full length of the bag, because when you sewed the tab at the end of the zipper, it sort of left the open edge of the zip on the inside when you followed the instructions. Well, I found it did, whether I was doing something wrong. So I extended the zip last time and still put the tab on. So this time I thought, well, why do I really need the tab? Because I've got the strap connector that I close off the end of the zip. So yeah, so I've missed them off. So my zip now goes completely from end to end. Now that might be a mistake because obviously it may mean it's slightly weaker at the end, but I thought I'd give it a go. So yeah, so I've put my continuous zip in there. I used just a remnant of fabric that I had at home. I put the double pocket on one side and the single on the other. This is sort of like, it's almost like a light canvas fabric, so it has got a little bit of structure. I am thinking next time I may consider trying to put a zip pocket in that side, so that I can use it for shutting my keys and things away. So yeah, apart from missing the zipper tab, the construction was as the instructions said, apart from the one thing I did differently, where it tells you to make the outside of the bag up completely and then go in through the hole in the lining to do the top stitching on the two outside seams. I did one seam and top stitched it before I then put the other seam in, so I only actually had to top stitch one seam through the hole, so it just made it slightly less fiddly to do. So yeah, so I'm really happy with that one. And now I'm thinking of making another one. I think it was last week I was wearing my denim pinafore that was made out of old pairs of jeans. I've also made a waistcoat out of the bits that were left from that make, but there's still lots of little pieces of denim. And I'm terrible at throwing things like that away because I think there might be a use. So I'm thinking of making a bit of denim patchwork up and then making another bestie bag out of the denim patchwork, out of all those little pieces. I thought that would have that little sort of boho sort of vibe to it. So, but I don't think I'll be doing that next. That's just one I'm thinking of for the future. So my next project is the chiffon. Now, you've probably seen this before because I've shown it a couple of times because I wasn't sure what to do with it. This is one of the Minerva Fabrics, one of their exclusive designs. It's called Celestial Cats. This one was sent to me as part of their ambassador program, so I will be making it up and putting a post on their website. So I've cut out the Katie dress. That's designed by Mimi G. I'll put a photo of it here because I haven't got the printout of the pattern instructions. Yes, it's a sort of a swing style dress with buttons up the front. It's a high-low hem, collar. You've got the button stand down the front. It's a fitted sleeve and then sort of a bell bottom on the pattern. I haven't cut that out. I've just cut out straight long sleeves because I'm thinking of it as an overshirt over a dress. And it's got inseam pockets. Now, I was thinking without the inseam pockets because of this being chiffon, but I have cut them out and I'm going to try basting them in and have a look what it's like over a black fabric, because I don't think when it's over black, it's going to show what's sort of the seams and things inside. So that's my plan. As I said, I'll put up a photo of the Katie dress in. I've made it before. I've made it in sort of like a satiny fabric and I love it, and I've worn it over cropped jeans, I've worn it as a dress on its own. So I love the shape of it and how it swings. But I'd lost the instructions, but that was actually easily sorted because I went on the website, I emailed them, and within 30 minutes, they'd emailed me a link back for the whole instruction set. So that was really good. So yeah, so that's my next plan for the next week, because I'm thinking that might be my part of my outfit for Plymouth Frock Tales, as sort of like an overshirt, sort of almost like a duster to go over my outfit underneath. I'm not entirely certain what that's going to be yet. I've got a few ideas, and I have ordered some satin back crepe from Rainbow Fabrics when they had the sale in January. Well, no, December. I ordered some satin back crepe from them. Still hasn't come yet. It's the first time I've ordered from Rainbow Fabrics. I know it says a couple of weeks, and I know they've been really busy. So we've had a couple of emails saying, thanks for your patience. But hopefully it should be here by next week, because I think that's nearly a month now since I ordered the first lot. But there's two orders which they're combining together. So hopefully that'll come soon, and then I can put it against this to see if I'm going to use that satin back crepe for the rest of my outfit. As I said, I've had a few ideas. I was thinking of more sort of a bias cut dress, and now I'm thinking maybe something with trousers underneath instead. But yeah, I'll have a play with some ideas once I get the fabric and then decide if I'm going to make it with that or something else. So yeah, that's sort of the main plan. Obviously that's what I've done. I haven't bought anything at all this week, or no patterns, no fabric. I've been good. I've been busy, so I haven't so much time looking online anyway. I have had a little bit of a tidy up of my sewing space, because I found I couldn't get to my sewing books, and also the drawers are filling up with PDF patterns, so I went and bought some more box files to put on my shelf. So I've had a bit of a move around, and I found a bag with a piece of fabric in that I forgot that I'd had. It's a panel. It's 1.65 meters by 1.35. So I think it's a silk. It doesn't say. I bought it from Nissan when I was up in London one day. One of their shops had these panels, and it's got these fans on it. So yeah, there's a few different fans on it. I can see it's sort of chiffon. So my idea when I bought it was I thought, oh, I could make some sort of kimono top or something floaty. But I've never got round to using it. And as I said, I'd forgotten all about it. It was only because I moved some books that I found in a bag at the back. So if anybody's got any pattern suggestions for that, as I said, 135 wide, and I've got 1.6 meters out of it. Be nice to sort of show the fans off, but you've got one big area that hasn't got much fans on as well, so it'll be sort of getting the pattern placement be interesting. So yeah, if you've got any ideas of that, let me know. So yeah, so that's it really for this week. As I said, I've made those, I've got plans, I haven't bought anything. Hopefully I'll get around to doing a bit more sewing, and I'll see you next week. Bye.